We continue with our effort on providing you with information that we hope you can use for the U Foundation's website. And we're talking about meditation as a way of motivating and inspiring yourself, inspiring you to become who God intended you to be. Again, we're going to take a quick look. We'll get our pen going here, and we're talking right here about meditation. And we've given you two lessons already, part one and part two. Uh, and part one had to do with the cons related to meditation, and part two had to do with the pros. And we said that many of the cons that have to do with meditation is just plainly being out of touch with who you are and who the universe, who God, nature intended you to be. And sometimes we're just out of step with who we are. And one of the biggest challenges in life is discovering who we are. And we said that meditation is just a way of getting in touch with who you are in God and who God is in you. And we also argue that until you know how to meditate, until you need to know how to go within, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. We're going to erase that here. It's going to be very difficult to go within. And let's change that to a different color so we can see it more clearly. Love is the essence of what we're talking about here. Life is about love. There are three forms of it. We talked about it last time. We talked about eros, which is attraction. That usually is the reason people get married. And then, of course, philos, which is brotherly love. And then agape, A-G-A-P-E, A-G-A-P-A, agape love, which is unconditional love. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about agape love. Unconditional love is what we're talking about. Well, we want to do it a little bit better than that. Let's just put agape love out here in a box, and we'll put it right here. And we'll call it agape, A-G-A-P-A. We want P-E, I'm sorry, A-G-A-P-E. We want you to remember agape love because it drives everything that we do. Everything that it's what life is all about. We think that it's tied to agape love. And I think that's what the universe is all about. That love flows back and forth between our creation and creator and ourselves. That's agape love. Now, when we'll continue to talk about how agape love brings about, for all of us, for most of us, a certain peace, awareness, peace, and it helps us identify the real you. Who are you? Do you really know? Have you discovered that? And then once you discover who you are right here, and that's the bullseye, you get the energy, and I call it divine energy. We'll put that over here because I think that that's worthy of creating a box. Divine energy. Divine energy. This is the kind of energy that all of us want, all of us really need in order to become who we who creation needed us to, creation wanted us to be when we were created in the first place. So again, we can come with our arrow and say, okay, this connects here, but it also connects here, and it goes to the bullseye. It goes right to the bullseye. Now, this level of awareness that comes as a result of meditation and love is what builds the character of you. But many of us are confused. We still exist in a state of confusion. We are confused, Not because we don't have material reality or food, clothing, and shelter, or because we don't have power or prestige. That goes to a limited extent. That can help you live in this world. And certainly, I call it chopping wood and carrying water. You got to be able to take care of yourself. But it's not going to give you the strength that you need to overcome the weakness that comes from just being human and being in everyday interaction with other people. Because eventually it's going to be conflict and you will be out of touch with creation. And meditation is a path that allows you to move from the universe to the unknown. Call it what you like. You can get caught up in that. But the idea, we think that this, and the world turns, and it's all the same thing. So agape love, unconditional love, gives us the divine energy that we need. It keeps us aware. It gives us an inner peace. And it also helps us ID who we really are. So everything, it seems, begins and ends with meditation. That's why I say it's the first and the last frontier. Stay with us. We'll be continuing our discussion about meditation.